Unfortunately, since... Actually, no, never mind. I think we're good.
I have more background on the insurgents behind the mayor's attack. Just after the war, City 31 reached out to nearby resistance networks to help keep the peace. The insurgents belonged to a cell in the Shrike network. That network provided security before 31PD existed. They left when the Global Council cleared aliens and hybrids for return to society.
Couldn't stomach protecting the people they fought in the war?
Seems that way. Since 2037, they've kept to the outskirts and swapped war stories at their watering holes.
Sounds like a dead end.
Maybe. Something drove them to carry out this attack. Keep your eyes open.
We could say a whole bunch of things, among which racism, but it depends. Anyways...
31PD identified psionic radicals as the perpetrators of last night's attack at Highland Square. Commissioner Malouf proposed the idea of a registry for psionic residents.
The registry would have a deterrent effect on an invisible crime. All must be held accountable.
But some residents argue this proposal is an invasion of privacy and an attack on civil liberties.
I wear my dampener without complaint. Why should I be punished for another's poor choices?
More on this story as it develops. This is Celio Dash with Channel 37.
It is something up for debate. I mean, on the one hand, it would be nice seeing everyone that has a psionic ability is registered on a watch list just to be safe, but at the same rate, it does run into the similar issue of such things like gun control. Just because they're on a list doesn't mean that's necessarily protective or warding enough. There are still going to be people who have psionic abilities just as people own guns, and as a result, it might just be less of an impact as a result. It's hard to explain this type of thing, you know? It's a very dense subject. But anyways, thanks to the last mission, we've got a couple upgrades to go through. First of which, for Terminal. Sustain. If Terminal takes enough damage, then her fatal hit will be reduced to 1 HP, and will reduce her to 1 HP, and she'll enter stasis for a turn. A unit in stasis cannot be targeted, but they also cannot move. This only can occur once per mission. And Pin Down. Terminal shoots a non-damaging suppressive fire at targets to essentially push their turn down on the timeline. Useful, but I like to keep my medic a medic. And Terminal is especially useful. Next up, Blue Blood. Blue Blood can attain Warm Welcome, where the first shot on each clip will disorient, or Ever Vigilant. Blue Blood will automatically Overwatch for the last action of their turn, if the last action of their turn is spent moving. This includes using abilities that can provide... that can provide movements such as Subdue or Stabilize. So yeah, Ever Vigilant. That's going to be pretty useful. Next up, our Spec Op has been completed, so we get some credits for that. And since we have a field team, and it's Friday, we get payment. I didn't explain how the field teams work, and for that, I apologize. Essentially, on each of these city districts, we can choose to have them be finance, security, or technology. For finance, we gain 15 additional credits each Friday, security, 15 intel, and technology, 10 Illyrium. As you upgrade upgrading each track costs intel, and the more of a specific type of field team you have in place, the more it costs to not only have more field teams available, but also to upgrade the field teams you've got. So as you can see here, since I already have a finance in place, then the price of finance is increased by 15 intel. You could also upgrade these field teams as well. We don't have the ability to do that quite yet. In addition, since we now have a field team out on the map, we also gain a field team ability. In this case, Vigilance. Vigilance refreshes every 4 days, and it essentially allows us to downtick the stress level of a district by 1. There are others that we get. I'll explain them in due time. They are all very useful, and it's highly recommended to get down field teams whenever you can. Unfortunately, we kind of passed over the ability to get a free field team placement last time, so we gotta make do. In the meantime, I think we have enough intel now that we can place another field team. Specifically, I think I want to get... Probably a technology district at some point, in a area that hasn't been affected yet. Likely Old Town. Feel like that's gonna be useful. Let's see, in addition... we can set another training op for someone. I wonder if... yeah, no training available, so leave it at that. I think I'll have... Shelter go out on another mission. Probably... for more cash, just in case. Because we're going to be having enhanced armor finish up soon, and once that happens, I might want to buy a few things. In the meantime, a free 50 intel, or a whole bunch of cash. Honestly, I'll take the intel.
Council debated the proposed psionic registry behind closed doors today. Hundreds of protesters congregated outside of City Hall.
Just because they're different doesn't mean they should be treated like criminals.
3-1 PD insists the registry is in the best interest of city residents.
Public safety is our top priority. If you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to worry about.
Celio Dash reporting for Channel 37.
Okay, so... I think what I want to do in this case is... place down another field team. I at least want to have one of each to start with, because it's going to mean some passive gain. Generally, that's useful. And after today, the assembly mission will finish, so I can reassign that. Until then, though, I gotta make do. There wasn't anything good in the scavenger shop that I noticed. I mean, targeting system is nice, advanced laser scope is also nice. I could work with better, really. Let's see. Was there anything in supply that I wanted? Oh, right, I wanted to save money. So, to that end, we can choose to do optional missions. Lost and Found, for reducing the unrest down to 0 here, and some malarium. Solid Copy, for 50 straight intel. Or, Advance the Mission. And also cool down the, district to 0 and also get some cash. I think we're
won't
going
always
there.
overwhelm a hostile force. Nearby hostiles may rush in to back up their allies. Should a hostile force push back, hold steady until you've dealt with their reinforcements.
Let's get to work.
Progeny spotted at this location. Why not invite yourselves in and find out why?
Oh, I plan on it, Whisper. This is already kind of painful. We've got 4, count it, 4 entry points. And you know what? That one's going to be free for Zephyr, because she doesn't care about enemy visibility or anything like that. Let's see. The unit that starts here gets running gun. That might be useful for Blue Blood. Fleet-footed, gain mobility, put down the medic. Ready for anything, increased defense. Sure.
Don't bunch up.
Open sesame.
Get to work. You have no cover. Why would I use Lancer Shot? So you know what? Pop him and Glock him. Then next... Actually, it won't even matter. Cover rush, because someone else will easily take care of that. Torque. Thank you. And there are no other targets, so that's it. That's the first time I've had that happen. When you're ready. Alright. So to start with... Oh, free body.
I'll take it.
And on top of that, that's 60 accuracy, that's 48. Do I want to try the 60 accuracy shot? Actually, if anything... Maybe I want to... advance Zephyr on the table. And block this guy with Deadeye.
Knock off the armor.
Crack the shell, then tear the meat.
Zephyr, you get the pleasure. And better still, you get a parry action. Try again next week.
That hits. Still mobile.
I didn't know we were on a Saturday.
Alone.
Well then. I think... Now that's gonna be an absolutely terrible decision. So you know what? Let's move Torque to full cover. See if that helps the odds a little bit. Grippy.
I've got you.
Whee! I hope you like staying warm in this winter. Next up, terminal. Move up. And well, that's a bad decision. Honestly, shoot the brood.
Next time we'll aim for the soft parts.
That's not on you.
Could be better. Blue Blood? That is a terrible position for you to be. I am so sorry.
Got the hostile.
Lucky.
So, who likes crits? Oh, and of course, ever vigilant. You know, a little party gift. You. Die now.
Target out of play.
And that pretty much means we need to survive the onslaught now. So... get ready to parry. Sustain bind.
Dead. How did you manage that?
How's everyone's health doing? Answer... yeah, Zephyr could use some healing. Heal her up. Then next... take a sight. Blue blood. Honestly, move up. Take a sight. Enemy reinforcements coming in. 3 counted.
New notes arise.
And 2 counted.
You see that? Smashing extremity.
Make that. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Parry. And Torque's panicked. Great. Let's try again some other day. Don't exactly need to heal anyone. So, you know what? Terminal? Let's see. Enemies expected to come from that direction. And this direction. Take a sight. When in doubt, siege it out. Is there only one enemy? Really? In that case... ooh, that's a really bad decision. So, you know what? Take a sight. Just like before. 2 more counted. You
Demolishing.
can immediately die. Parry up. And... how many shots have you got, Torque? I can't tell. Let's assume you've got enough ammo. Subdue that enemy. Just in case.
Why don't you lie down for a bit?
Could be worse.
Not what I wanted to do today.
Don't let it get infected.
Just in case, heal him up. And... I got a feeling. Take a sight there. Blue blood. Block him. Really? Of course. Good. Fine then. Let's just have you take a sight. Just in case.
Don't get twitchy.
Well, at least I called the direction of one set of enemies. If only one of you would get into range. Oh well. Cripple.
Shattering.
Rooted in place. Not bad. And let's get you into full cover. Torque?
Time for a
Grip 'em.
face-to-face. Whee! Just go to sleep.
And you lose your turn.
I felt that one.
I'm
should've
fine with
ducked.
taking that damage. Honestly, I feel like making a terrible decision. Move there. And yeah, honestly, I am gonna face the other way. Shoot your buddy. He is
Weapon's
having a
running
bad
low.
day. Stuck in the toilet for a couple hours after an Advent burger decided to reform. Yeah, that happened, by the way. More on that later. Yeah, that looks like an absolutely terrible decision. So you know what?
Think
Deadeye.
fast.
Really? Reload.
Good to go.
Don't.
Got him.
And map over. Free 20 intel. Again, provided you cap 5 enemies and render them unconscious, you're good to go. Alright, assembly
As the
complete.
City Council debates a psionic registry, some residents feel they are out of touch. Recent disappearances of hybrid citizens have left their families in disarray.
She wouldn't have just left like this. Someone took her. They must have.
Commissioner Malouf issued an official response.
3-1 PD is actively looking into these missing persons. This matter is our top priority.
This is Celio Dash with Channel 37.
Alright, so since our last project finished, we're going to go to improve field teams. This one is going to cost Illyrium, and since we have a person stationed here, it's going to take 2 turns. I'm fine with that. You will be ready to come back next round, which is good. Anarchy changes. And we've got this available now, but unfortunately that's going to cost a ridiculous amount of credits. We're going to need to finish this, because this is going to be a straight upgrade to everyone. So let's see what types of missions we've got available. Free credits. Free Illyrium. You know which one I'm taking.
The progeny uses psionic tampering of witness memories to escape. But to where? They must have a network of safe houses. Find them and remove them from the board.
Alright.
3-1 PD arrested 2 humans and a sectoid for removing their dampeners at the promenade. The arresting officer downplayed the psionic disturbance.
This was a political demonstration that got out of hand. Nothing more.
A protester on the scene disagreed.
The dampeners are painful. We should be able to live as naturally as anyone else.
Celio Dash reporting for Channel 37.
So, with the sudden surge of money, enhanced armor upgrade for everyone. That's going to be a whole lot better, because now everyone can carry some extra supplies. Well, when we get those supplies available. Till then, however... Do we have extra training ops for people? Nope, shoot. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to check if, say, Terminal had a... Nope, of course. Okay. Honestly, I feel like I should have Zephyr do some conditioning. Because I'm going to be using her a lot, and if she has more health, I have a little less to worry about. I also might want to consider doing an extra mission here. Although, if I leave this for any longer, that's just going to make this sector more panicked. I should probably just deal with it. As tempting as the rewards here are. Not to mention, this is a very difficult mission. Ugh. So you've got 3 out. I don't have enough intel to hire a 4th. So I'm gonna have to let that be. Damn. Do I want to wait an extra day? I probably shouldn't. This sucks, but I need to make do. Unfortunately, that means I'm going to need to bump off the accuracy, the scope on one of these units. Probably Terminal, since she can manage without it. You, being a user of a submachine gun, you're gonna need it. Let's see, armor-piercing rounds. That needs to go on a unit immediately. Such. Done. Because at least like that, he won't have anything to worry about. He's essentially going to be dealing free damage to any unit for at least this first phase. That's a good thing. What would also be a good thing is if I took the medkit off of you. And the extra padding while we're at it. Both of which are probably going to be going to shelter. Just in case. I wish I had more supplies. I really wish I had more supplies. I could buy something. The problem is, though, I need this money, because once Improved Field Teams finishes here, I'm going to have to look into advancing weaponry, and even after I pay the cost of Delirium to research the weaponry, I also need to pay an additional upfront cost to buy the weapons themselves. That costs credits. Credits are easier to find among other materials, but even then, there's not terribly much in the shop that I want to buy. Like, maybe tracer rounds. But at the same rate... I guess flashbangs might be useful. But compared to other grenades, not as much. Smoke grenade. Boosts the defense of units. No, save my money. Let's just save my money. Deal with the painful mission. This is gonna suck. I'm also gonna need to save at some point. I just realized that. I've been going through missions left, right, center, and not stopping for a break.
The progeny are using an old advent bunker. For what, we don't know.
Heard rumors about these places during the war. None of it good.
That's a good sign. Well then, breach time. Lead by example. First unit through gets increased damage during the breach. Such, honestly... Should probably plug torque there then. Explosive entrance. All non-aggressive units are surprised. First unit through will have their weapon disabled. Fine then. Let's ship those two. Honestly, make that second. I don't mind torque being among the last units to do. Because if anything, she can cover my nuts. Okay, we've got 4 hostile enemies, and none of them I can really immediately kill. So honestly, I might want to just rush to cover. Because, honestly, dazzling a unit doesn't sound as useful as it looks. Toxic reading might be nice, but we still have other maps to go through, so... Rush to cover, everyone. Miss, 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 miss. That's what I like to see!
Out of ammo.
Blue blood, you're fine. You've got free reload.
Good to go.
And better still, cap a bitch.
Gotcha.
Good. He is going to get retaliatory move. Into which you could just pump him. Simple. He literally moved into striking range.
That hurts. You have my undivided attention.
Sorcerers and sorceresses. Very annoying psionic enemies, because they can essentially get a damage reduction and provide damage reductions to units. However, any unit that they provide a damage reduction to becomes tethered to them. So if you can, say, kill this thrall here, the sorcerer will take some recoil damage. Or at least, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. We can test that. Move terminal there. And that can kill the unit, right? Sonic Domain! Let's see here. Who's the next unit to move? The Sorcerer. Great. So you know what? Move you there.
Going over there.
I see you.
Captain.
I stopped the hostile.
How did you manage that?
Yeah, I guess I was wrong. Oh well.
wanted to do today.
Could be worse. Tongue pull. I think I can grip the sorcerer. Excellent! Grip.
Putting the squeeze on.
She's not going to be enjoying that. Meanwhile, Deadeye.
Got the hostile.
Is that a kill?
Encouraging.
Holy shit! I knew armor piercers on this guy was going to be disgusting, but I didn't think it was going to be this disgusting. Block him.
Not my best.
It's fine. Target. The cover's gone at least.
Back down in the muck.
Yee! He really didn't appreciate that. That was his favorite cover. He applied some stickers and decals to that. Etched his name with his lovers. What? Okay, what can we do here? 71. Alternatively, we can get a
On the
flanking
run.
shot, bolster that accuracy. Boop.
Take that!
Enjoy.
Less danger for us.
And that's our first round.
Schematics show an old vault farther in the bunker.
How does psionic safecracking work? Do you think the tumbler's open?
Ooh, ha ha.